guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I'm also going to be reviewing the two new primers, the mattifying and the hydrating one. So yeah, make sure to subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy reviews and first impressions. And yeah, let's go ahead and get on with the video. Okay guys, so I have nothing on my face and we're just gonna go ahead and start off with primer. So for primer, I have the Pro Filter Hydrating Primer and the Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. These are both by Fenty. So I'm just gonna do one on one side of my face and one on the other. I already know that I probably won't be wearing the hydrating primer with the hydrating foundation because I do have oily skin and I feel like that's just gonna make me really oily throughout the day. We're gonna go ahead and try out both just so you can see. So I'm just gonna take the hydrating primer. I'm just gonna take a little bit and just put this on my face. We're gonna do this on this side of my face. So it does feel very hydrating. It is called the Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. It smells just like all of Fenty Beauty's stuff. It feels really nice on the skin. It does feel like it has a little bit of kind of like silicone in it, maybe not silicone, but it feels like it has something to help with the minimizing of pores. I mean, I don't really see a difference right now, but it does feel nice. It kind of added a little bit of hydration to the skin and a little bit of a glow. And then on the other side, I'm going to do the mattifying primer. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that. This definitely is mattifying, but it doesn't feel silicone. It just feels like a nice mattifying moisturizer in a way. But I do feel like it also has something to help with minimizing the pores. So like I said, I probably, oh yeah, that is super mattifying. That feels almost like a velvet on my skin. It is definitely mattifying. If you don't know, a lot of people were confused. The original primer by Fenty is just a soft matte. It's not really gonna like control your oil throughout the day and really mattify you like this one is supposed to. I'm pretty sure they both claim to be help the longevity of your makeup. I threw away the box. But like I said in the beginning, I probably won't be wearing the hydrating one with the hydrating foundation. I'll probably use that for more of a matte foundation. As you know, I do like hydrating primers, but I'll probably use this one with more mattifying foundations and this one with mattifying foundations and with hydrating foundations. So I feel like this one I'm gonna like a lot better with this foundation. So this is what the foundation comes in. It comes in the regular packaging for Fenty. I got mine in the shade 120. Like I said in my haul, I do wear 120 in the original foundation. And they did say whatever you are in the original, you would be in the hydrating. This is what the actual foundation looks like. It's just a squeezy tube. It does have a pump. Also, like I said in the haul, a pump with a squeezy tube will probably get clogged and it'll probably be hard to get all the product out. But maybe not. Maybe it won't happen with this one. I do kind of wish it was either in a glass bottle with a pump or an actual squeezy tube where you like squeeze it out instead of having the pump on a squeezy tube. But overall, I mean, it's a nice packaging and you do get 1.08 fluid ounces, which is actually a little bit more than a usual foundation. You usually get 1 fluid ounce. So this foundation claims to be a hydrating medium to full coverage for all skin types, long wear, and light as air. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try this out. I'll pump a little on the back of my hand. I'll probably do this side with a brush. Actually, I'll probably do this side with a sponge and this side with a brush. Oh, here we go. So it's definitely liquidy. As you can see, it's running down the back of my hand. So we're just gonna go ahead and do this side first. I'll just put that much. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and blend that in with a sponge. I do feel like this is a good match for me. Obviously, don't look at my chest. My chest is sunburnt, so don't mind that. Okay, so it's definitely a medium coverage. I can still see my freckles, but honestly, it looks really good over my pores. I don't know if it's the primer. I'm guessing it's the primer because I do look like I have no pores whatsoever, but it looks really nice around there. It does look really hydrated. It doesn't look dewy or anything, but you can just kind of see that there's just a little bit of a glow. But honestly, it's not very tacky either. Again, I would say it's a medium coverage, so we're going to go ahead and try to build it up just a little. Honestly, on a normal day, I probably would just leave it like that, but we're just going to build it up. It did build up. I can still see some of my freckles, but I don't mind. I definitely think you could build this up to full coverage, but I would probably just leave it at medium because I don't mind a medium coverage. But it looks really nice on my skin. Like I said, it does look like I have like no pores. I think that is just the primer because I think it is supposed to have some kind of pore filling effect to it. It does look nice. I wouldn't say it looks super dewy. I don't know. It doesn't, I guess it definitely does look hydrated, but it doesn't look oily or anything like that. Like I was worried. It's a little bit more stickier now that I've built it up. That's okay. Overall, it looks really nice on the skin. So we're just gonna go and do this side. This side has the mattifying primer. You can see my forehead, like when I look at the camera, it definitely looks a little bit more dewy. For some reason, it might just be where I have a smaller mirror. I can't see it as much, but you can definitely see like my forehead looks a little bit shiny. And like around here, you can see where it's a little bit more glowy, more of like a satiny finish. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a Morphe M439 and just buff that in. They did sell a kabuki brush, or a flat top kabuki brush, pretty much the same thing as this, but I didn't pick that up. Okay, I don't think I really like this brush. I don't know. Yeah, I like it better with a sponge. It's definitely more matte on this side, I will say. It's definitely like a noticeable difference. Again, it does look like I have no pores, so I think both of them have some kind of pore filling effect to it. Maybe a little silicone in it, but silicone is not my absolute favorite. But overall, it looks really nice on the skin. I am like running out of foundation. I am building this up just a little bit. But again, I can still see my freckles, which I don't mind. And this is definitely a good color match for me. It does look like the same color as the foundation, at least for me. So far, both sides look really nice. The primer's definitely filled in the pores on both sides. As you can see, this one looks a lot more hydrated than this side, but overall, they both look really nice. Again, I don't know how long this one will wear with the hydrating primer, but they still look really nice, and so far I'm really liking the foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and apply concealer and powder, then I'll come back and let you know how it looks with powder on. Okay guys, so I just finished my concealer and powder, and honestly my skin is looking really nice. I really am liking those primers because my skin looks so flawless. But so far, so good. They both look really nice. Concealer blended out really nice over top of it. And the foundation looks really good. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face. And then I'll come back to give you my thoughts. Okay guys, so I just got done with my makeup and I have to say so far I'm really liking this foundation. I think it really does look super nice on the skin. I will say the highlighters seem to go on this side a little bit better just because it did have the hydrating primer too. So it was just like grabbing onto this side a little bit nicer than this side. But that is kind of be expected with a mattifying primer or mattifying foundation. So it's usually why I spray my face before I put on highlight just so it blends into the skin a little bit better and looks a little bit nicer. But yeah, so far both sides are looking really nice. The blush, bronzer, powder, concealer, everything went on really nicely onto the skin. My pores are nowhere to be found. They checked out of work yesterday. So far, I'm really liking both of these primers. I think they look really nice on the skin. I think they're both doing what they claim. I think this one's mattifying and vanishing my pores. And I also think this one's hydrating and vanishing my pores as well. So they're both doing what they say. I didn't really expect anything less. I do love the original primer. So yeah, I'm really excited to play with these a little bit more and use them with foundations I use regularly. So far the foundation is looking really nice. I think it does as it claims. It's definitely light. It doesn't feel like really heavy on my skin. I can't feel it sitting on my skin. I definitely think that it is more of a medium coverage, and you can build it up if you want to add a little bit more coverage, make it a little bit more full coverage. Obviously, I don't know how it wears right now, but yeah, everything went on really nicely and it looks really nice on the skin. So I do think that I'm really gonna love that foundation, especially since the colder months are coming up and my skin will get a little bit more dry and not as oily. I will definitely be using this one a lot. But yeah, I will do like I did with my Dose of Colors foundation. I will leave how this foundation wore, and if I was still liking it as much, as the day went on and if it wore really nicely on my oily skin. I will also let you know if I like the hydrating primer more or if I like the mattifying primer more or if I like both with this foundation. So yeah, I'll do my little update in the description box, so make sure to check out the description box. And if you don't know, I do leave all the products that I use on my face in every single video in the description box, and I leave my social medias in case you want to follow me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.